Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper, and this is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. I wasn't originally going to make a video, but you know what? I'm going to be out of town for the next couple days. I won't be back in town till Friday, so probably not any videos unless I happen to throw out a short. You never know, I like doing them. But I wanted to talk about the adverse effects of their current arena changes, and it reaches far beyond just arena itself. It breaks a lot of things, or perhaps it exposes things that were already against this game. So I am on my free-to-play account, and full disclosure, my free-to-play account had reached gold 4 already, and then when the not bots kind of disappeared, I sunk all the way back down to gold 1 and was hovering between gold 1 and gold 2. This is before I pulled a Lysandra. Lysandra was putting me solidly in gold 2 and, you know, getting close to gold 3, but probably not making it there. Now, obviously, that's not enough for me to complete the missions. I needed gold 4. Ironically, I hit gold 4 when they created this new 5 losses max in the gold arena. I don't know if it's below as well. I know it's not in platinum. But in gold 5 through 1, I can guarantee, because I'm there, it is 5 losses max against your account, and then you keep going. And this is their current decision on how to fix arena. And I'm going to tell you why that's broken. But more importantly, I'm going to ask the question, is it less about being broken, or is it more about exposing an overall problem with this game that we all kind of knew but never saw so blatant? And being on my free-to-play account and being such a difference, such a swing of events has shown me a lot, and I want to show you what I'm talking about here when I say it is broken more. I'm going to go to the clan boss. I'm going to go to the demon lord. Now, magic affinity is the best affinity for my particular comp on this. I 3-key it regularly. I can almost 2-key it. I'm usually doing 27 million to 35 million damage. Well, I ran my key today. It's been a while since it was on Magic Affinity. And I ran my key today, and I feel like I already ran a key. 35 million. It was Magic Affinity yesterday as well, because that's what first made me go, what the shit? I did 38 million and 39 million yesterday. I did 35 million today. So in the last 3 keys, I've hit 2-key status with ease. Why does that have anything to do with arena? Well, it has everything to do with arena, as a matter of fact. So if I go into my arena, you can see as a free-to-play champion with my one champion as my defense, and people. I mean, there's so many of these. People aren't even hitting me because there's so much to choose from. You can see I'm hitting everything. Like, I'm picking and choosing. I'm not being stupid. I'm hitting what I know I can beat, except for you. This is the worst RNG in the world, but I beat him the second time. It was embarrassing. So why? Again, why is the difference? Well, in Gold 2, I'm getting 16% boost to all basic stats. Gold 5, I'm getting 22%. And that is the difference between a solid 3-key and a solid 2-key in the clan boss. And if that is the easiest way to see the difference, we're talking about a 5 to 7 million damage swing, but that means that's the same everywhere. So what kind of bonuses are we getting as low spend, free to play, newer accounts that we never saw in this game before? A ton. We can now fight battles quicker. We can do dungeons quicker. We can do all this stuff because all our champions are now doing better. They're living longer. They're hitting harder. Their effective HP is higher, regardless of anything else, regardless of gear, regardless of everything and anything else. And it is creating a strange, I don't know, like a crazy anomaly. And I thought it was just me yesterday. I was like, wow, great RNG. Wow, I hit 39 and 37, I believe it was. And then today 35. Obviously, it's not an anomaly. It's something that's happening. And of course, this is the part that everyone is talking about. Which, if you are able to get to gold 5, you're getting 5 medals per battle. They're free battles now. Obviously, that is not the intention of the game. That is broken. I know we like it. I know those of you who are there are like, shut up, Capper. But they're not listening to me anyway, so don't worry. Whatever I say, they're going to do what they're going to do. So you take advantage of it. Obviously, I'm saving these for tomorrow, clan versus clan. We're going to pop that to 10 for the easy victory. And then I'm going to start browning out all of these except for resistance because I still don't care about it. Then I'm going to blue everything out. Then we're going to brown resistance. Then we're going to blue resistance. Then we're going to start golding. That's my plan with this one. I've changed my mind on how to build Great Hall. Maybe that's a video for a different time. But it's a completely different way than what I built in the past. So that's the deal. So that's fine. You know what? I'm never gonna say, oh, how dare you, Plarium? You're an idiot for allowing us to speed up some of the grind, right? Because the Great Hall is probably, arguably, other than min-maxing champions, which is always a grind, you can't really call that the grind. I think the maxing out your Great Hall is one of the biggest grinds in the game because you have to grind your way through to get to a place where you can start building your Great Hall with any efficiency, and then you have to do it, and it takes a long time. On a high spend account, I remember how long it took me, and on a free-to-play account, it is absolute terror. So if I can get to Gold 5, I'm going to take it. Plarium, you done broke your game. But what to me it highlights is how broken the system is here. The fact that 16 to 22%, 6% on these three main stats can equate to such a vast difference in damage over a sustained period of time. Clan boss is the most sustained period, but Hydra can be there. Definitely any boss fight can be there. Obviously, waves are going to be the least affected because they're usually quicker battles, which means it's a smaller overall deal. Like 5% attack isn't going to be the difference between winning and losing a wave. But on a boss where I'm hitting it 10, 15, 20 times in Doom Tower, that sort of thing, it's going to be a big deal. But why is it like that? Maybe the answer is not fixing the ever broken arena back and forth where you can't seem to get it right. Maybe the answer is changing the champion bonuses so that we can have a better opportunity and a better chance as low free to spend players to make it and equalize the playing field. One of the biggest problems that Raid Shadow Legends has is bringing new players up to the same speed as veteran players. Every other game has mechanics that speed up that process. I think of WoW, one of the most successful games ever to launch in the history of gaming. I mean, okay, you want to love it or hate it, doesn't matter. The fact is it's been around for near 20 years, including beta, and it is still going strong at $15 a month per subscriber. No problems there. Little problems in other areas of Blizzard, but with the actual maintenance of WoW and the constant upgrading and changing, that they got it. They did it right. They knew that new players needed a way to get there quicker, wherever there is. There being, I would say, solid mid game to get from early game to mid game, and that's the rant for today. That's the what are we doing? And this just highlights one of the broken aspects. And these little stats here, seemingly nothing, seemingly a footnote. And if anyone tells you, oh, it's not about your Great Hall, it's not about your bonuses, I beg to differ. I used to be one of those that said it didn't make that much of a difference. 16 to 22 doesn't seem like a lot, but I see the results. I see the results on this account, which has seen very low progression over the last couple months because I've started a third game. I've started a new venture outside of this world, still in the gaming world. Maybe more on that eventually. I'll tell you about what's going on in my side projects. But I think that this is a discernible difference. I think this is an area that Plarium could look at. And it could help new accounts, young accounts, free-to-play accounts get, because, hey, we know that a new account, especially a new account that's not willing to put the money in, is not going to reach the same level as an endgame account. We know that. It's never going to be. I don't think players expect there to be. But new accounts that spend a ton of money and expect to be able to get to the platinum level at the same rate as the originals. So if it took you a year to kind of make the end game as a new player starting when Raid started, you have that same expectation, I would think, right? Whether I started today and a year from now I should be able to compete with the best, or whether I started 3 years ago and 12 months after my start date I should be able to compete with the best. That's the expectation. If you spend the money, I should be able to go up against the best of the best, the high spenders. And as a free-to-play player, you should expect to be able to get to the same relative positioning a year later. That's kind of the lifespan from beginning to end game. And if it takes longer than that, which currently it does, then something is broken. And maybe this is what highlights it. Maybe it's the champion bonuses. Maybe it's the ability to get more champions to fill out your Guardian ring. There's got to be something to change, and this just highlights it. To me, Broken Arena highlights the fact that it is so difficult to progress in this game right now because there's so many things that are tuned to late game players that the early to mid game players need the mechanic to catch up, and Plarium has done absolutely nothing other than accidentally to help the new player. Now the new player gets more events, more tournaments, more rewards, more free shards, more advanced quests than ever before. That can't be argued. I remember events and tournaments were once a week, once a month. There were nothing. There's this 2-time thing. There was no 2 times. 2 times the sadness, maybe. There was no 2-time event back in the day. Every once in a while they'd be like, hey, let's do this, and people would be like, okay, we'll open up 100 void shards or 200 void shards, and then they realized that this is a moneymaker, and history was written for this game. But it just, to me, it just highlights yet another area of the game that they really are very short-sighted on. They really need to take a look at, and I don't think they are, which concerns me. I don't think that it's a priority for them, which concerns me. And what are we going to do as a player base? What are we going to do as a group of players to say, hey, how about you fix this? How about here's for shits and giggles, how about you take a look at the problem you've created? Not to mention the fact that Arena itself, that's glossing over the fact that my free-to-play account at 1.8 million player power is in Gold 5. And that's your response. That's your addition. And I guess the part 2 of this rant would be the fact, what's my battle team? Let's find it. Let's go. Oh, look, another freebie. Yep. Hey, 5 tokens for a freebie. 156. That's not even the team I use. That's not even the main team I use. This is the main team I use. 121k player power. And this is the team that I'm in Gold 5 with. The same Gold 5 that I'm on with my main account, of which I can't make a team less than 240k just because of max Great Hall, max Fraction Guardian, all that stuff. So obviously this is broken. And from this perspective, if you want my fix for this, the problem lies from the fact that they start this. Okay, forget the fact that everyone can just run up. They're already at 3,800 for platinum. The problem was when it doesn't matter what this number is. It's 32 now, and it went to 3,500. Before it was 35 and 38, I think. Even if you're in platinum, even if you're 4K, you won. You would go back to 35 at the time, 32 now in Gold 5. You'd start at the start of Gold 5, and then you have to work your way up. Well, that's a lot of points that you're throwing out. That's a lot of points being thrown away. People had to keep pushing up. And the simple answer for me, in my mind, is that after Monday, you do Monday is a calibration day where people just fight each other and try to gain points. And after that, the top 500 players in the game are in platinum. Doesn't matter if they're at 3301 or they're at 5301. It doesn't. The points are irrelevant. Platinum holds 500 people. The first 500 people are platinum. Anywhere, anytime, anyhow. And then you don't have to do this fake crap that makes no sense. Now, I will say, I will give kudos, because it's important, is that you did sort of fix the missions. I feels bad moment. I actually hit Gold 4 an hour after this thing reset. I didn't realize that they had put it in the game yet either. And I was at Gold 4 and I was like so excited because I came here and I was like, I'm finally going to get through. and then it was already switched. So that hurt my feelings a bit. I was a little unhappy with that, but whatever. We're halfway there. We'll get there. Certainly more progress in the last 4 days or 5 days, however long they switched this over, than I've seen in the previous 3 months of being stuck at that position. So I do give kudos where kudos is deserved, and that's the missions have been fixed. But overall, I still feel like, look, fix the new player progression, the free-to-play progression. There's a perfect opportunity is readjust your base default values for tiers. Then, because obviously it's a big deal, it's a big difference, and just make the platinum top 500 people, no matter how many points they have, instead of having to hit this plus 300 threshold, where you segregate them from so much of the gaming population, the regular population, that you've had to now create this monstrosity where players' accounts like mine are sitting in gold 5 because like there's nothing you've broken the game so bad. And my fear is this was supposed to be the year of PvP. I remember at one point the roadmap, which is really just you driving a car off a cliff, that meme which I posted 2 years ago on Reddit. Where is the PvP focus? The PvP portion of the game is more broken now than it's ever been, and how are you going to make it better? There's no way you can bring in real time. There's no way you can bring in blind fights. There's no way you can bring in actual tag team or any other idea that we've ever brought forth. Not that you listen to any idea that any of us have. So a little bit scared about your inability to fix just PvP, how you have it implemented now. How the heck are you going to implement new versions of PvP going forward? I will not hold my breath. So that is it. That is my raid rant. I hope you enjoyed today. I don't know, I probably won't post this till tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. But regardless, I will be back on Friday with new content. Of course, we'll be streaming Friday night, having some drinks with you guys for Friday Night Raid on Twitch. The original, the OG of Friday Night Drinks and Raid. And don't let anyone tell you differently. So I hope to see you on Twitch. But if I don't, of course, as always, be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.